Hey there, people. So, just the other day, I dropped some things off to my mom as she was at the hospital with my grandmother who is in ICU. And what I realized when I pulled up there is that there are many people during this time of year who are going through a challenging time, meaning life has them in a season where everything is not joyous. And so today, if you find yourself in a place or a space where life feels heavy, it feels weighted, it feels as though if you have to make one more decision, you don't know if you're going to be capable of doing it. If one more thing goes wrong, you don't know if you have the strength or the mental capacity to handle it. I stopped by to make this video for you because when I pulled up there, I could not find a place to park. And when I thought about that and the fact that Thanksgiving is literally tomorrow, if you're watching this today as I'm recording this is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. So November the 26th, 2025. That really hit me because although our family is going through a challenging time and we're navigating this season because we don't know what the end is going to bring, it's not just us. There are millions of people around the world, and their issue or their challenge rather may not be with the loved one being sick. It could be something totally different, and still that challenge can have them in a place and space where they are at a breaking point in more ways than one. I just stopped by to say be encouraged, because while we can't control everything that happens and we don't know what the day will bring and what tomorrow will bring, one thing I can tell you is that as a believer, if you're watching this channel and you don't know, I believe in God. I'm not saying you have to. But if you are a believer, like I am a believer, one thing I know is that God's will is perfect. No, we don't like everything that happens, and we won't like everything that happens. And at the same time, there is a reason that things do happen and unfold the way they do. And oftentimes we may not realize it, but some of the most challenging times in our lives produce growth in our lives. And we come to see and recognize and realize that we have more strength than we truly believe we do. And we come to find when we reach out to others that we often have more support around us than we can tend to believe that we have. So if you find yourself feeling isolated and alone, I encourage you to reach out to others, whether that be in your family, in your community, or even if you have to make some 1-800 calls. You just never know what type of help is available if you never reach out, if you just find yourself stuck and thinking that you have to do it alone. You have to go through it alone. You don't. And specifically to those of you who are caretakers, I want you to know that caregivers fatigue is real. And if you're not certain if you have caregivers fatigue, the way you can recognize it is by looking at yourself objectively. And that may be hard to do. And really asking yourself, are you in a place in space where you feel burnt out? Because in this season, as I watch my mom and I see all of the different hats she's wearing and the decisions that she has to make, I can see the weight on her as she navigates this season of her life. And at a certain point, I want you to know that when you are a caregiver, there will come a time for some of you that even your best won't be enough for that person. Meaning You've done all you can do, you've given all you can give, and they still need more care, more support. You didn't fail. You did the best that you could do with the resources you had in the season that you were in. It is okay to have someone else or other people come alongside you and assist you in the journey as you care for your loved one. I just want to leave you with that thought today, to be encouraged and to know that even though at this particular time in your life you may not be feeling happy and joyous, that's okay. Feel those emotions, process those emotions, and be open and willing to connect with others who may be in the same space as you, even though they may not necessarily be family. Because while I did do a video this past Saturday, and I talked about the different types of issues that may arise during Thanksgiving Day as you're having Thanksgiving dinner and gathering with family, there are other issues that may arise for others like us, meaning me and you, if you find yourself in a season where you are navigating the challenge that life has presented you and you're trying to do so the best you can while not losing yourself and feeling drained and depleted and overwhelmed and overloaded in the process. So keep taking it one day at a time and recognizing that you were not meant or built to do everything alone. There is help and assistance available somewhere in your community, whether that be locally or, like I said, on a national level. As always, I'm Coach Sam telling you that 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours, you can change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing.